Now you had gone through the complete coding example of an interconnect, right from the very beginning of developing standard components till binding out all the submodules to form the final DUT. Now you need to practice it as your own, and you might need to revisit few more the previous sessions multiple times to understand it. And once you understand that, you need to start practicing by coding. So you can use either EDA Playground or some other tools if they are available. And when you do that, you need to take a step-by-step approach. You should never jump into starting the whole coding, but instead take a very simple module, start coding, make it clean by injecting some values to that, and then go to sub module, upper module, and so on. So in this example, this would be the approach that I would suggest you here. You can first try to complete the AXI to OCP converter part. Again, this is divided into sub modules, so you should not directly start with this module. Instead, you should start with the one of the sub module. So I would suggest you to start with an AXI right front end module. So once you were able to complete this module, you can make your code compile clean and start injecting something into the right address and right data channel. So it will take some runs to get to your TB and your code to get stabilized, and once you are able to inject that, make sure that you are able to successfully save into the internal FIFO, and depending on you can drive a zero holdout and see whether the packet valid is coming out this to this module. And in the same way, you can, once it is stable, you can copy that code and make it as compatible with the read front end, so that you can create the next module read front end, and then you create the whole AXI to OCP converter with this complex routing algorithm and the arbiter. Once you stabilize the XI-OCP converter, then only you go back to the OCP read return part, because you might need again some test bench modification to inject the read return from the test bench. And there you can approach like start with the OCP read return front end and code the OCP to XI converter and connect them together. And this is how you should approach any design or verification problem. Start from a very simple module or the very internal module and bottom to top.